Hello, my name is John Bales, head trader at Fx-SignalProvider. In this video, I'll be talking about three different things. An overview of our website, the trading instructions that I've sent. We've noticed that some of you still require more clarity on them. Hopefully I'll be able to answer all of your questions. And our verified track record, where we'll talk about the trades that we've taken prior to launching our service. Okay? So just like any other website, we have an About Us page, FAQ, the most commonly asked questions, contact us page, a videos page where we'll be uploading videos that talk about trading strategies, take profit levels, stop losses, risk management, etc. Hopefully it will help you become a better trader. The page for services, the different services that we offer, Forex Signals and account management. We currently offer 1 month, 3 month and 6 month packages. There is no recurring subscriptions, no worries. The first month is at 50% off. This offer will expire mid next month. We have an articles page where we'll be uploading various important articles that discuss the fundamentals on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, depending on if there's anything hot or not. And this is the golden egg, guys. The technical analysis page is where you should be at every day. We might not upload charts there every day, we might not upload charts there every week, but whenever we upload a chart there, it's a great setup that is worth taking a look at. Okay? We currently have 5 different charts, all of which have reacted according to our scenarios. Okay? Namely the pound New Zealand, which I will bring up in a bit. But let me tell you this first. You guys have access to a service. You have access to a couple of traders. What I would like you guys to do is to check out those charts, okay? Analyze them. See which scenario you prefer, you think it's gonna happen, and write up a trading strategy. So something might be, I'm going to go long, for example, let me bring up a chart. I'm gonna go long on the break of this trend line on a candle close, and my stop loss is going to be this previous low, and I'm looking to target so and so and so levels. This would be a great strategy for you guys to start developing nowadays. You will get feedback from me or one of my traders, and we'll have a discussion to help you improve. Okay? Do it. We will not charge you money for it. It's free. We would like you guys to use our trading signals for only a brief moment so you could become your own traders later on. Okay? So let me bring up this chart, the pound New Zealand. The reason I'm focused on bringing this one up is because FXCM shuts down the chart feedback when the market closes, so the only chart that I have access to is the pound New Zealand right now. Okay, so let us talk about it. So it has been trading in a descending channel, like you guys could see over here. We had 2 scenarios. First scenario, it breaks above the 2.06 level. It's not written here, and our targets were the 2.45. They're very ambitious, but it could happen. On the other scenario, it would bounce from within the trend line to go down and extend to that 1.95 level. So let us see what happened. So here's the trend line, and it actually broke to the upside. Okay, it made around 260 pips. So now that you've seen that, you should go back and reflect. Go back and see how you could have traded this trade. So one of you might say, okay, on the break I will go long and I will put my stop loss here at 400 and I will target the 400 level. Okay, let's look at the 400 level. Oh, okay, there is a minor resistance here. Okay, so this might be an area where price might reach. Some of you might say, oh no, that's too big of a stop loss, 400 pips. Wow, okay, I'm not ready to do that yet. It doesn't matter. Just have a trading strategy and send us the charts. Okay, we'll help you. We'll help you develop a solid trading plan. It will not take a day, it will actually take months. But if you start training from now, hopefully within the next couple months, you'll be able to start seeing price, reading price, be more confident in your own trades, because now you'll be taking trades. Now only difference now is trying to control your emotions, from doing demo trading to doing real life trading. Okay, use this service while it's there. It's free. You should take advantage of it. Okay, now on to the trading instructions. Okay, so some of you have been having trouble with it. I'm not sure what's the issue exactly, but I'll try to go through every single point in great detail, and if you still have any questions, feel free to send them to our support. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions when we're able to. So, first thing that you need to know about us is that we're swing traders. It means that we're not scalpers. What is a scalper? Scalper is a trader that looks into making between 1 to 10 pips per trade. Okay, we have a lot of signal providers which are scalpers actually, and are sending signals, and it doesn't make sense, because by the time they send their 10 pip signals and you execute it on your trading platform and you set up your stop loss and you take profit level, the market has already moved against you. There is no way you could be profitable using a scalping service. So what we did is we decided to utilize our trading strategy, which targets at least 100 pips per trade, and I'll be showing you some trades that we've taken, and they're recorded in Myfxbook, by the way, and we've had 300 pips. Some of them were 400 pips, and it does happen, and all it takes is just training your eye and having confidence in yourself. And this is something that we'll be showing you. We'll be setting you the signals, and if you don't know why we took a certain signal, you're encouraged to send us an email so we could explain it to you. Okay? This is not a free service. You're paying for a service over here. Let us help you. Take advantage of the service. Okay? Our risk to reward is 1 to 1 at least. What does that mean? It means that for every 1 pip risk, we're looking to make a pip in profit. So if let's say I'm buying USD yen at 110, okay, my stop loss will be 109.5. My take profit will be 110.5. That means it's the 1 to 1 risk to reward. Okay, and that's the least that we take. There will be some trades that I'll show you which had a 1 to 10 risk to reward, 1 to 30 risk to reward, and it does happen. It just needs a good eye, trading strategy, and not have your emotions involved. Here are the pairs, or the currencies actually, that we trade. We might have a maximum of 5 positions running side by side, so throughout the whole week we might keep getting to positions. None of them are hitting a stop loss, none of them are hitting a take profit level, so we end up with 5 positions open up. So we just let them ride. Either we close them at some point, or we'll just let them be until they hit a take profit level or a stop loss level. That would depend on how I see things. We might not place trades every day. Remember, we're swing traders, we're disciplined traders, we do not use emotion. It's not about getting into the market every day, it's about getting into the market when there's a high probability trade happening. We could leave trades open up to a week, 2 or 3. That's normal. If the trade is winning, why close it? They say keep your profits running and cut your losses short. Why should we cut a trade that is making money? We might actually even edit our take profit level and increase it if we see that it's doing really well. So you must always have access to your email or WhatsApp to get real-time notifications, so you have enough time to readjust. And if for some reason you feel that you don't have enough time, you're more than welcome to subscribe and inquire about our account management service. Okay, the trade calls that we make start from the London session all the way to the Asian session. But what we do is we mainly send them through the London and American session, because we notice that most of our clients are sleeping during the Asian session, and we wouldn't want to send signals then have our clients miss on those big ones. Okay, even though during the Asian session there are a lot of good setups. Why are there good setups? There's lack of liquidity during the Asian session, which makes it perfect to take trades with a very tight stop loss and a very high reward ratio. We might sometimes take trades there if there's a very good opportunity, but most of the time we'll just try to sit back for the reason I just told you. We'll issue our trading signals in the following format. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, this is very important. I cannot stress how important this is. You have to take every single trade that we send. Do not cherry pick. Do not say, oh, I think this is going to be a losing trade, so I'm going to sit out. Oh, this is going to be a winning trade, I'm going to overload in the trade and risk a lot. Don't do that. Risk the same and take all trades. We might send a signal, you think it's a losing signal. Guess what? Ends up being a winning signal, and you've just missed out. Then you decide to get on our signal after. You say, oh, it's a winning signal, but guess what? It ended up being a losing signal. So you've just lost. You've missed in a good trade that could have yielded you profit, and now you got into a bad trade, and now your account is in the negative. While we might be positive overall, while I might be positive, my clients will be positive, you'll be negative, and that's not the right thing to do. So have access to your WhatsApp and email at all times, and trade every single trade that we send. We encourage to have a minimum account of $1,000, but $500 is still doable. You might just have a higher drawdown. So we have a drawdown of 12.83%. Your drawdown might be the double of that, because you have a smaller account. Because the minimum lot that you will take will be a micro lot, and you cannot get lower than that. So you will suffer from higher drawdown. Only risk 1 to 2% per trade. Whatever percentage you decide to risk, okay, you have to risk the same percentage in every single trade that you take. So if, let's say you took euro dollar today, you risked 1%. Next day you took dollar yen, you're supposed to risk 1% as well. Don't risk 2%, don't risk 5%, because the problem then becomes is you win the first trade and you make 1%, but in the second trade that you go and you decide to go in 5%, guess what? It's a losing trade. So now you've lost that 1% that you made, and you're down minus 4%. But let's say you kept this 1% of euro dollar, and then the second trade you also went in with a 1% risk. Now they've both cancelled each other. This will help you grow an account, with a nice smooth equity curve, minimal drawdown, minimal risk. You'll be able to sleep at night. That's the way to trade. Become a disciplined, emotionless trader. Okay, this is something that has been confusing a lot of you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of time explaining it. If you're still confused, please send us an email. Don't hesitate. We will not yell at you. We will not ignore you. We encourage it. So all trades that we take are sent using a trading range. What is a trading range? This trading range is designed to give you enough time to get into a trade. Meaning, if we're sending a signal of dollar yen at 110.32 up to 110.4, this means that if the price is within that range, then it's okay to take a trade. If the price is out of that range, for whatever reason, don't chase the trade. You wait for it till it comes down, it retraces, gets within that range, then you take it. If we close the trade, okay, listen to this, if we close the trade or it hits a take profit level before you're in the trade, then you cancel that trade. You don't go in. Okay? If we send a signal saying that the trade has been closed, for whatever reason, you don't take that trade anymore. It's done. Don't make it a habit to miss trades. You have to act real fast. If you miss too many, You might be unlucky taking the losing signals and missing the profitable ones, resulting in an account loss. So just like what I've explained earlier, if you keep missing trades, not because you're cherry picking, but because you're too slow in taking the actual trades, then you might be missing on the good ones and just getting into the crappy ones, you know? I mean, it happened, this trading. Even though I've been trading for over 9 years, I still cannot predict the market. But I predicted enough where in the long term I'm living off of my trading account. We often have 4 and 5 positions running at the same time to maximize profit and reduce risk. This could be extremely profitable or risky depending on how you're sizing your positions. So if you're risking 1% of your account per trade, then when you have 5 positions running, you're risking 5%. Okay? This means that if you're risking 2%, then when we have 5 positions running, you'll be risking 10% of your account. If you want to double that, then you'll be risking double the amount. It's up to you how much you want to risk. Okay? I currently risk 2% of my account, and based on the 2% risk, I have a 30% account gain and have a drawdown of 12.83%. So using my trading history as a guideline, if I were to double my risk, okay, if I were to take 4% per trade, that would mean my account theoretically should be up 60%, my drawdown should be up around 26%. So it's up to you, but I'm just trying to explain to you the risks. Whatever you decide to you, that is your decision. However, 1 to 2% works perfectly fine. Hopefully we'll be able to double our account at least once per year. You just need to have enough capital and you'll be fine. Don't go risking it, getting rich quickly. All it takes is one bad trade and you're out of the game. The key here is to stay in the game long enough, you live long enough to make profit. We might lose today, we might lose tomorrow, but eventually we will make wins. I haven't had a single losing month so far in the past couple years. Okay. Due to the nature of our trading style, we use a wide take profit and stop loss level. Our take profit levels are between 100 to 300 pips, and our stop loss levels are between 100 and 200 pips. So just like you guys have experienced some of our signals last week, that's typically the stop loss level. Actually, we had a couple trades that were less than 100 pips as a stop loss, and some were more than 100 pips for the take profit levels. Sometimes we close the trade before it hits stop loss or take profit. It depends on how I see the market, but that's it in general. You know, so if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. But if you follow those instructions, then you'll do fine. One more thing though, regarding the trading range. I might send something like buy at 110.32 to 110.4. If let's say it's at 0.45, for example, it's only 5 pip difference, then still take the trade. Because some of you were sending emails asking if you could go into the trade since it's out of the trading range by 5 or 10 pips. Okay, sometimes that's okay. If you have a huge take profit level of, let's say, 200 pips or 150 pips, then who cares if it's off your trading range by 5 pips or 10 pips? You still have 150 more to go, you know. But if, let's say, we were a signal provider like the other people that scalp, that target only 10 pips, 20 pips per trade, then yeah, that would be a problem. But we're swing traders. We target more than 100 pips. 5 pips is nothing to us. And I'll be showing you some signals that I have on my Myfxbook account. Hopefully you'll understand more. Okay, so let's go to my Myfxbook account to show you some of the trades that I've taken prior to our lunch. I was trying to build up my Myfxbook account for you guys, a sort of proof to see what I'm capable of, to see the service that I'm providing. Here are some of the trades. I've hidden the symbol, the stop loss, take profit levels. I'm just keeping it very basic so you guys could follow through. So you had this trade, 212 pips profit, 29 pips loss, 50 pips loss, 140 pip gain, 155 pip gain, 2 losses, 100 pips, 39, 70, 80, a few losses, gains. It's not all good like that. You will see some horrendous stuff. It is trading after all. More gains, few losses, more gains, few losses. And something I want you guys to look at is the risk to reward. So if you look here, you'll find that all of the losing trades had a 1 to 0 risk to reward, and that makes sense because I've lost a trade, so there was no reward, okay? But some of the trades I've won, look at this, 1 to 13.4 risk to reward. Look at this, 1 to 374 risk to reward. Entry accuracy 99%, exit accuracy 92%. It means that I went at a good price only one below my entry by 0.3, and when I exited from the high, it was only down by 7.5%. So that's a good exit. Some of them are really bad. I'll show you some exits that are really bad. Okay, so this exit is really bad. I gave back so much profit to the market, but that stuff happens. I chase after the big wins. I don't want to make I don't know, 70 pips or 80 pips all the time. I want to go after the big guns, 150, 200, 300s. It's hard to catch, but it's possible. You have here a couple more losses. Minus 129, 25, 124, 400. This was actually dollar Mexican, so this 400 isn't exactly $404. It's actually less because the pip value is way less. Have here a couple more wins, 266, 1 to 10 risk to reward, 261, 262. Sometimes I like to divide my trades into 3 different pieces. That is something that I'll probably discuss after this actually. If you could get into the habit of getting into my signal and actually breaking your trade down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different trades, depending on your account size, of course. Break the trades down because you might be able to get into better pricing. So I might send a signal, for example, hey, buy dollar yen at 110.5, but you're able to take the first entry at 110.5, the second entry at 110.2, the third entry at 110. So now we have 3 positions, right, at much lower prices. So when the trade actually goes our way into the take profit level, you've actually made way more than you could have made had you actually just taken it at 110.5. It's those little things that will help you become a better trader. And again, I'm here, so just shoot an email to our support with whatever questions you have. How to do this exactly? Could you give us any tips? Could you send us any charts? Yes, I could do that. Yes, my traders could also do that. They could also help you. You guys have designated account managers that would also help you. This is a full service. You get what you pay for, so start demanding a good service. You will get it. Okay? And that's it really. You have the past 3 months. First month of Feb, it wasn't a full month, it was just a small gain. Second month is 15, 3% is 12.4. Hopefully we'll try to end with another 15, if not more. We'll see depending on what the market throws at us. And that's it really. Only reason I have a very short Myfxbook account track record is because the broker I used to use before wasn't listed. That's it really. So I don't know. Got nothing more to say. It's really late at night making this video, so sorry if I'm speaking slowly. Again, for the 100th time, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay? And I've extended your trial periods, hopefully by a couple days, just until we close the dollar CAD. And yeah, that's it. So Have a great weekend, guys. If you have any questions for the 1000th time, just make sure to send it. Okay? Bye bye.